Here's a review of the Xiaomi e-scooter Elite. I have the scooter, I bought it for like 300 from Xiaomi, and I haven't found any kind of reviews for it, so I thought why not make one. So if you're thinking of getting an e-scooter for around like the price range of 300, this is why I recommend it, and it's one of the best options out there for the £300 range. So first of all, I want to show you the steering. So you got the bell, which has a little hook so you can fold it back, hook it onto the fender and have it portable in the car. It also functions as a bell. You got indicators, so you know when you're on the road, I guess you can use them. Display is rather questionable looking. It's a circle. In my opinion, it doesn't look too bad. The brake, I'll talk about the braking system soon, but it just has one lever. And the light is just a nice adjustable one. I'm not going to move it because I set it to how I like it, but you can swivel it up and down. It's like decent brightness. It's quite a nice feature to have. But next I'm going to talk about the power of it. So this thing has a 400 watt motor with an absolute peak of 600 watts, and it's not the most powerful thing. I might be wrong, but its peak wattage is the Cooker and G2 Pro's standard wattage, like power. So it's not the most powerful, but I'll talk about why it's actually even worse. Because Xiaomi e-scooters are designed to be legal in most like European countries, so they can only go 25. And these new scooters, you can't just connect it to an app and remove the limiter. It's like built into it, and there's basically no way to remove it. So the motor's weak, but it goes slower than it should. Without the limiter, it could maybe go 40. So yeah, it's a shame. You can definitely feel the motor cutting out when you reach top speed. But you know, it's decent. It can go uphill. Also, yeah, when you're going uphill, it can tell if it's struggling, and it'll give it more power. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Next is suspension. The suspension is just front suspension. The rear is solid, unlike the, thing. It might be hard to see, but it's actually pretty nice. It's very stubby, very little travel distance, but it's pretty firm and soft at the same time. So you get a pretty good suspension. But the braking system is something I kind of like and don't like about it. So it has a hybrid braking system. So the brake lever is just one, and it controls all the braking. There's no front and back. But I'm going to describe how it works. So the front one, so this brake actually physically connects through a wire to the front, which is a drum brake, which is different from a normal brake. It's a drum around the little piston thing, and it expands and slows it down. For heavier vehicles, it's not that common, unless it's like a cheap vehicle, because it overheats. But for this, it's enough. So since it's a physical brake, you could do stoppies on it and whatnot. I do that sometimes. It's pretty fun. But it's not just a front brake. It's rear-wheel drive, right? So it has an e-brake, and what's really cool about it, so like it has ABS. In case you don't know what it is, basically it like lowers the braking power, so you don't skid out and go and just hit something or someone. So it uses the motor to brake, and it's pretty good because it's not like a traditional pulsing ABS. It's more like it detects, how fast it's going, and it detects if the wheel's locking up or anything like that. It's pretty neat and pretty nice, but it's very situational. In city riding, like dry city riding, it's amazing. It's like so good. It's simple, it's effective, but problem is, due to where I live, Scotland, in the UK, it's very rainy, as you can tell. It's very wet, and the problem is off-road, like slippery surface braking, because the problem is when you're going like at speed, you brake, the front wheel is the only wheel that can lock up because it doesn't have ABS, it's physical. So your front wheel will lock up, which is the worst wheel to lock up, because immediately your handlebar will snap to the side, you'll start skidding. So if you're on like wet grass or anything wet, don't brake too harsh. So yeah. Now the speed is 25 kilometers per hour. It's okay. Like I said, it's limited. But next I'm talking about wheelies. I've been doing a few wheelies on it. That's why the fender's all messed up. I'm probably going to buy a new one. The fender comes really low down, but I trimmed it, and I still managed to somehow break it. But this is not for tricks or anything. This is just for city riding. For 300, it's amazing. If you live in a fairly dry country, like just anywhere really, except the UK, or like somewhere wet, I don't know. It's perfect, it's fast, it's legal in most places. Unless you're in Germany, it has to go, or Spain, it has to go like 20. but it'll come limited if you choose the legal amount. So if you like speed, you want something like a cooker, and this is not a good alternative. It's slow. The braking is really, strict. There's no control really. But yeah, if you just want to go to work or to school or whatever, you can just buy it. 300 is a good price in my opinion. You get quite a lot. So yeah, it's a pretty good scooter. But anyways, alright, so I forgot this part. I'll edit it in. So I'm going to talk about the battery now. So the battery is obviously stored in the board. It's, I don't know how much milliamp hours or whatever, but it's really good. I've been riding around for a long time, and it's only on 3 bars, and it has 5, so it's pretty nice. The battery's, quite long. It takes a bit to charge, but it's really nice, and the charging port place is a lot better than the older ones. Next, I'm going to talk about the speed modes. I don't like them too much because, pardon me, you have sport, pedestrian mode, and drive. So I only ever use drive or sport. Pedestrian mode is useless. On most e-scooters there's eco, but pedestrian mode is pointless because it can only go 5 kilometers per hour, which is barely enough to keep the handlebar straight. So it's kind of terrible. For some reason the brake light flashes. I don't like the pedestrian mode. I think there should be 4 modes. There should be sport, drive, and eco, and then pedestrian. I don't know why you'd ever want to use it, but yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The build quality. I had very, very few issues with it, except the steering column used to make a weird noise when you hit a bump. It stopped. If you notice any weird looseness, you can just undo the folding mechanism and redo it, and it'll sort itself out. Only real problem I've had with it was, for some reason, I'm going to try show it. Suspension makes kind of a weird noise when returning, but overall build quality is insane, because Xiaomi is great at engineering. They make really good phones. I think even cars in China and stuff. But it's a great scooter. The build quality is insane. I haven't had a single thing break, except when I crashed and I destroyed the light and the indicator. But yeah, enough yapping. It's a good scooter. 300 is a good price. Yeah, I'd recommend buying it. Bye.